listening and knowing the beauty of listening and listening fully, that is a gift. And if you can do that for another human being, that is creating healing for them. And especially after the loss of a loved one, sometimes you just need to tell your stories about your loved one. You need to, and I encourage this with the loss of a loved one. You just need to go out there and talk to people that have the ears to hear you and to be there for you, not for their story, but to be there for you. And because in the early stages of this, in the early few months or even year, like I had a great friend that was there with me for a year, and she was constantly coming over with her husband, and just an ear for me to tell stories of my brothers, to talk about their personalities, to share in even some of the strife, because the relationship that we had with our loved ones doesn't necessarily mean it was all roses. There could have been some difficulties in those relationships, and it may take you time to get to that because in the beginning, all you really want is to acknowledge them. You want to honor them with your thinking. You want to honor them with your stories and with your thoughts that you're going to relate to other people. And you need that. It's like being comforted. It's like you're being comforted because you're remembering them. And people, sometimes I know I myself included, as we got further along in my healing, I didn't want to lose the memory. I was afraid of losing that. So I had to anchor myself with certain things. I took on the laughter of my oldest brother, who was younger than me. He was the next one in line. There were seven of us. And I took on his laughter, and I didn't even really realize that I was doing it. But, one day I thought about it, and as I was listening to myself, I said, oh my gosh, that's Billy's laugh. And I've maintained that. He was very hearty, and he loved to laugh.